Jai Hind children, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to study the proof of Pythagoras theorem. In earlier classes you have studied Pythagoras theorem and its application. In class 9 you also seen the proof of Pythagoras theorem. And now we shall prove this theorem using the concept of similarity of triangles. In proving this, we shall make use of a result related to similarity of two triangles. Let us discuss that theorem at first. We can discuss a theorem. If a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right triangle to the hypotenuse, then triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and to each other. Okay, we can break the sentence and can understand the meaning of this. If a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right triangle, consider a right triangle ABC, right angle at B. I am going to draw a perpendicular from the vertex of the right angle of the right triangle. So, BD is the perpendicular that is drawn from the vertex of this right angle. This is actually right angle of the right triangle. This is also a perpendicular. So, if the perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right triangle to the hypotenuse. You know that AC is the hypotenuse. Why? B is 90 degree. Here, angle B equal to 90 degree. Therefore, AC is the hypotenuse. So, the perpendicular is actually drawn to the hypotenuse. Then, the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular. Two triangles you can see on both sides of the perpendicular. This I am going to mark it as triangle 1 and this I am going to mark it as triangle 2. Then, the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle. Which is the whole triangle? ABC. And to each other. And to each other means similar to each other. Then, triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and to each other. So, what we need to prove or what the result states if angle B equal to 90 degree and if BD is the line which is drawn perpendicular to the hypotenuse AC, then the triangles on both sides, that is triangle 1 is similar to the whole triangle ABC. And triangle 2 also similar to the whole triangle ABC and they are similar to each other also. They are similar to each other. This is actually the statement. Once again we can come to the statement. If a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right triangle to the hypotenuse, then the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle. That is, triangle 1 is similar to ABC, triangle 2 also similar to ABC and to each other. And to each other means triangle 1 and triangle 2 are similar. At first I am going to consider the triangles separately. First is consider the two triangles. Consider the triangle 1 and the whole triangle ABC. I am going to draw the triangle 1 here. You can see the triangle 1 like this. Listen to this one. A, B, D. This is your triangle 1. And the whole triangle you can see like this. A, B, C. Here in the whole triangle, here it is 90 degree. But in triangle 1, this is 90 degree. I need to prove that these two are similar. How? Here, angle D equal to angle B. Am I right? Angle D of the first triangle equal to angle B of the whole triangle. Also, angle A equal to angle A, the common angle for both the triangles. For the whole triangle as well as for the triangle 1, A is the common angle. So, also angle A equal to angle A, the common angles. Thus, two angles are equal in both the triangles. If two angles are equal, the triangles are similar by AAA similarity or AA similarity. I am going to write at therefore triangle ABD is similar to. We need to write the similarity. ABD is similar to. Write the correct correspondence similar to triangle. We need to write three letters here, but that must be corresponding to the triangle ABD. We need to choose which letter comes here. D corresponds to. Here D is 90 degree. D is 90 degree. So D corresponds to B. The last letter is B. Then A is the common angle. So A corresponds to A itself. The first letter must be A. So the remaining letter in the second triangle will be C. So ABD is similar to ACB, or you can say that triangle 1 is similar to triangle ABC. Similarly, I am going to consider triangle 2. Triangle 2 is the triangle 2 and the whole triangle ABC. Come to triangle 2, I am going to redraw the triangle 2 here. Triangle 2 is the triangle like this, in which BDC at the point D, the perpendicular you can see. Then and the whole triangle ABC. The whole triangle ABC will be like this, in which here it is 90 degree A, B, and this vertex will be C. We need to prove these two triangles are similar. Listen to this. Here the first triangle, this vertex is 90 degree, and in second triangle this is 90 degree. So what you can write? In triangle 2 and triangle ABC, angle D of the triangle 2 is equal to angle B of the large triangle. The reason is perpendicular. And one more angle you can see. Listen to this. Angle C is the angle common for both the triangles. For the right side triangle, angle C, and for the large triangle ABC, there is an angle C. So angle C is common for both the triangles. Therefore, angle C equal to angle C. Reason the common angles. Therefore, if two angles are equal, the triangles are similar. Therefore, triangle. I am going to name this triangle as BDC. Triangle BDC is similar to triangle. Now you need to write the three letters with the correct correspondence. Angle D corresponds to, in the first triangle, angle D corresponds to angle B of the second triangle. So the second letter must be B. Angle C corresponds to angle C. So the last letter will be C. Now the remaining letter in the large triangle is ABC. I hope you understand how we can write the similarity. Therefore, triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. So this second thing also you prove. Then clearly you are known that if triangle 1 is similar to the whole triangle ABC and triangle 2 is similar to the whole triangle ABC, then it is clear that triangle 1 and triangle 2 are similar to each other. So this is actually the statement of the theorem. Once again, if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of a right triangle, then the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and also similar to each other. A very important theorem. Now we are going to study Pythagoras theorem. The statement is, in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. You have already studied about Pythagoras theorem and its proof in class 9. Okay, let us discuss that theorem again. In a right triangle, Pythagoras theorem can be applied only in a right triangle. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Consider a triangle ABC with angle B equal to 90 degree. Right angle at 90 degree. If this is 90 degree, then the side opposite to that will be the hypotenuse. We need to prove that. What we want to prove? The square of the hypotenuse, the square of which the hypotenuse 90 opposite side AC. equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Which are the other two sides? AB and BC. So AB square plus BC square, this you need to prove. AB square plus BC square, this you need to prove. For this, we need to apply the last theorem. What the last theorem states? If a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right triangle, then the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and also similar to each other. That result we are going to apply here. Here BD is the perpendicular. I am going to consider the triangle ABD that I am drawn here, ADB. Here it is 90 degree, and we can see whether the triangle ADB and the large triangle ABC are similar. I am going to draw the large triangle ABC separately here. ABC. Here the large triangle angle B is 90 degree, and in the left side triangle angle D equal to 90 degree. Consider triangle ADB, and the large triangle ABC. Angle D equal to angle B, both equal to 90 degree. Angle D equal to angle B, both equal to 90 degree. And angle A equal to angle A, the common angle in both the triangles. Angle A equal to angle A, the common angle. From this you can see that two angles of the first triangle are respectively equal to the two angles of the large triangle. You need to write three letters here but need to be in correspondence. Angle A corresponds to angle A, so the first letter is angle A. Angle D 90 degree, but on the right side triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. C is the remaining letter. So this seems to be easy for you to identify the similarity and the correct proportion or the correct order of the vertices. Now, you know that if two triangles are similar, their ratios will be equal. The ratio of the sides we can take, therefore, the ratio of the side AD by AB equal to, taking two letters at a time, AD by AB equal to DB by BC. DB by BC equal to AB by AC. AB by AC. Why? Two triangles are similar, then the ratio of their sides will be equal. Now look at the RHS. In the RHS you want the AB square at first. From the three ratios given here, if I equate the first and last, I get AB square. I am going to take AB square here. Therefore, AB square equals, cross multiplying, AB square equal to AD into AC. AD into AC. This is your equation number 1. So, considering the small triangle or triangle 1 and the larger triangle, you got the result AB square equal to AD into AC. Now, I am going to consider the right side triangle. Consider triangle BDC. Look at the triangle BDC. Consider triangle BDC and the large triangle ABC. Listen to the correspondence. Here, in the right side triangle BDC, angle D equal to 90 degree and the larger triangle angle B equal to 90 degree. So, angle either you can write as D or can write as BDC, or BDC equal to the large triangle, the name of the angle is angle ABC, both equal to 90 degree. Why? Because when drawn the perpendicular, here comes the 90 degree, that 90 degree has a similarity with the 90 degree of the larger triangle. C is common for the right side triangle BDC and it is common for the large triangle ABC. If one, I will draw the larger triangle here. The larger triangle will be like this, A, B, C. Now look at this one. Here in the right side triangle BDC, this angle is 90 degree and the larger triangle, this angle 90 degree. The right side triangle, the angle C and the larger triangle angle C are common angles. That we can write here. Considering these two triangles, angle BDC equal to angle ABC. Both are 90 degree. Now, angle C equal to angle C, common. Angle C equal to angle C, the common angle. Thus, if two angles are equal, the triangles are similar. I am going to write the correct correspondence. Therefore, triangle BDC is similar to. Triangle BDC is similar to. You need to write the similarity of the larger triangle, but the vertices should be in the right order. Here in the triangle BDC, the angle D is equivalent to angle B of the right side triangle. So corresponding to second letter D, you need to write the letter B because both are 90 degree. D and B are 90 degree. Now, corresponding to the last letter C, the right side letter will be C. Why? Because they are the common angle. Now, for the whole triangle ABC, the remaining letter is ABC. So, triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Reason AA rule, here also the reason is AA rule. Angle similarity criterion. Then, look at the right side, you want BC square. If two triangles are similar, the ratio of their sides are equal. Therefore, I am going to take the ratio BD by AB, taking two letters at a time. BD by AB equals DC by BC. DC by BC equals BC by AC. BC by AC. For to get BC square, your right side is BC square. For to get BC square, I need to equate these two ratios alone. From this, cross multiplying, you get BC into BC is BC square. BC square equals, here cross multiplying it, DC into AC. DC into AC. This is equation number 2. Thus, you got AB square and BC square. Now, what will be the steps? Adding equations 1 and 2. Therefore, adding 1 and 2 we get. Adding means add the left side at first. AB square plus BC square. AB square plus BC square. Adding the left side equal to. We can add the right side. AD into AC. The right side AD into AC plus. Here the right side is DC into AC. Here, looking at the RHS, you can see that AC is the common factor that you can take outside equals. AC when taking outside, the remaining here is an AD plus. Here the remaining is DC. Now, look at the original figure. What is AD plus BC? AD plus BC. AD plus DC. What is AD plus DC? AD plus DC equals AC, the full length AC. So, AD plus DC can be replaced with AC equals AC into AC. You know the reason? AD plus DC equal to AC, which is equal to AC square. Therefore, what we can write? Therefore, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, hence proved. Now we can study the converse of Pythagoras theorem. In a triangle, if square of one side is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is a right angle. Pythagoras theorem states that the square of the larger side equal to sum of the squares of the two smaller sides if it is a 90-degree triangle. But converse states that if the square of hypotenuse equals sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the angle will be a right angle. So keep in memory these points. The first theorem we studied is, if angle C equal to 90 degree and CD is perpendicular to AB, then the two triangles which falls on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and are similar to each other also. Means triangle 1 is similar to the larger triangle ACB. In the same way, triangle 2 is similar to the large triangle ABC or ACB, and they are similar to each other. Triangle 1 and triangle 2 are similar to each other. This is theorem 1. Theorem 2 is the Pythagoras theorem. Means if angle C equal to 90 degree, then the side opposite to 90 degree will be the larger side. Therefore, larger side equal to AB. Pythagoras theorem states that the larger side the whole square, that is what we call as hypotenuse square. The larger side the whole square equal to sum of the squares of the two small sides. That is, if angle C equal to 90 degree, then AB square equals AC square plus BC square. This is what Pythagoras theorem states. Converse Pythagoras theorem states that if the larger side, suppose this is the larger side, AB is the larger side, the larger side the whole square equal to sum of the squares of the two small sides, then angle opposite to the larger side will be 90 degree. So this theorem try to keep in memory for to do the problems. Come with the problem. Check whether the triangle having side 3 cm, 8 cm and 6 cm forms a right triangle. If so, write the length of the hypotenuse. You are given with a triangle having side 3 cm, 8 cm and 6 cm. You need to check whether this triangle forms a right triangle. If so, write the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, we can check. Which is the larger side here? Here, larger side the whole square equals. Larger side the whole square equals 8 square, which is 64. I am going to find the sum of the squares of two other sides. Which are the sum of the squares of two other sides equal. The other sides are 3 cm and 6 cm. So, sum of their squares is 3 square plus 6 square. 3 square is 9 plus 6 square is 36. 9 plus 36 is 45. Is the larger side the whole square sum of the squares of the smaller sides? No. Here, the larger side square is not equal to the sum of the squares of two small sides. That is side 1 the whole square plus side 2 the whole square. Sum of the squares of the two small sides. Therefore, it is not a right triangle. A right triangle. If it is a right triangle, then only you can find the length of the hypotenuse. Come with another question. And bottom question. PQR is a triangle, a right angle at P. PQR is a triangle, a right angle at P. And M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. So that PM square equal to QM into MR. A very important question. Listen to the question again. PQR is a triangle, a right angle at P. So the right angle is at the point P. M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. These two are perpendiculars. We are asked to show that PM square equals QM into MR. Okay. First of all, try to remember one thing. For to get PM square, the statement containing square, PM square, we need to apply Pythagoras theorem or we need to apply similarity. Here, PM square means PM into PM. Means two triangles you need to find having sides PM for to make them similar. Let us check. You studied in theorem 1 that if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of a right triangle, then the triangles on both the sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle. From this, what you can say by theorem 1, we have triangle PQR is similar to, or triangle QPR, both are same. Triangle PQR is similar to triangle 1. And also, triangle PQR is similar to triangle 2. But we need to write what the correct order of vertices for triangle 1. Triangle PQR is similar to triangle 1 means that. Okay, we can check how the similarity comes in triangle 1. Write the 3 letters in the correct order. For triangle 1, angle M corresponds to angle P of the larger triangle. So, P is corresponding to M. Then, the angle Q is the common for the first triangle as well as the larger triangle. So, angle Q corresponds to Q itself. So, the remaining letter in the triangle QMP is P. In this way, you need to write the similarity of triangles in the correct order. In the same way, consider triangle 2. I am going to write the similarity of triangle 2 as triangle PQR is similar to triangle. Triangle Q, the correct order of vertices you need to write. Triangle Q, in which M is 90 degree and in the larger triangle P is 90 degree. So, P corresponds to M. P corresponds to M. Then the last letter R. For the larger triangle as well as triangle 2, R is the common angle. So, R equal to R, so R corresponds to R. Now, the remaining letter in the right side triangle or triangle 2 is MRP or MPR is the order. From this, you can say that triangle PQR, this you can take as equation 1, this you can take as equation 2. From 1 and 2, you can say that triangle PQR similar to triangle MQP, triangle PQR similar to triangle MPR. So, equating these two, what you get from 1 and 2, we have, triangle MQP is similar to triangle MPR. RHS are similar. If two triangles are similar, the ratio of their corresponding sides are equal. Therefore, taking two letters at a time, MQ by MP equals QP by PR. QP by PR equals MP by MR. MP by MR. That is, the ratio of their corresponding sides are equal. Now, what you want to prove? You need to prove PM square. From this ratio, how you get PM square? If you equate the first and last, you get PM square. From this, it implies that, which implies MQ by MP equals MP by MR, equating the first and last. Cross multiply, you get MP square. MP square is the same as PM square equals MQ into MR. MQ is the same as QM into MR. Hence proved. Come with another question. In the figure, ABD is a triangle, right angle at A and AC perpendicular to BD. Show that AB square equals BC into BD. Okay, we can read the question again. In the figure, ABD is a triangle right angled at A. In the figure, ABD is a triangle right angled at A and AC is perpendicular to BD. You need to draw the figure based on the question. AC is perpendicular to BD means that here a 90 degree will get, here also 190 degree will come. These two will be 90 degrees. Show that AB square equals, you need to prove that AB square equals BC into BD. BC into BD. This you need to prove. Whenever you are asked with a question in which the square of a side will come, either you need to apply Pythagoras theorem or you need to apply similarity of triangles. The triangle having sides AB, then only we will get AB square. Which are the triangles having side AB in the figure? One is this triangle BAC and the large triangle BAD. I am going to prove the similarity of those two triangles. Consider triangles. Consider triangle BAC and triangle BAD. Triangle BAD. Hope you understand why I take these two triangles. Why? Because in those two triangles, BA is the common side. While taking the similarity, you will get BA square or AB square. In triangle BAC, angle C equal to 90 degrees. So, triangle BAC is similar to, you need to write the three letters in the correct order. Angle C in the small triangle is equivalent to angle A in the large triangle. So, C corresponds to A. Now, angle B is the angle which is common for both the triangles. Angle B is the angle common for the small triangle as well as the large triangle. So, B corresponds to B itself. Now, the remaining letter of the large triangle BAD is D only. So, in this way, you need to write the similarity. So, triangle BAC is similar to triangle BDA. Therefore, reason A similarity. If you want, you can write those two steps there. Which are the steps here? Angle BCA equal to angle BAD, both equal to 90 degree, and angle B equal to angle B common. Therefore, by applying a similarity, you can apply or you can find the similarity of these two triangles. Now, after getting the similarity, what you want to do? You need to write the ratio of the corresponding sides, which implies taking two letters at a time. BA by BD equals BA by BD equals AC by DA. AC by DA equals BC by BA. BC by BA. Now, come to the question. What you want? AB square. AB square or BA square, that you will get from the first and the last ratio. Equating the first and last, you will get AB square. So, I am going to write those two equations again. Therefore, which implies BA by BD equals BC by BA. Cross multiply, get BA into BA is BA square, which is the same as AB square equals BC. Cross multiply, get BC into BD. Hence proved. Come with another question. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, right angle at C. Prove that AB square equals 2AC square. Come to the question again. ABC is an isosceles triangle. You know that isosceles triangle means a triangle having two sides as equal. Let the side AC equal to BC. So, ABC is an isosceles triangle, right angle at C. You are given that C is 90 degree. You need to prove AB square equals 2AC square. Given angle C equal to 90 degree. Also, since ABC is isosceles, let the side AC equal to BC. Let these two sides be equal. AC equal to BC. Now, as this angle is 90 degree, you can apply Pythagoras theorem. Since angle C equal to 90 degree, by Pythagoras theorem we have, if an angle is 90 degree, you can apply Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem you have 90 opposite side is the larger side AB square equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, that is AC square plus BC square. AC square plus BC square. This I am going to take as equation number 2, and the given condition AC equal to BC I am going to take as equation number 1. Substitute 1 and 2. Substitute equation 1 in equation 2 we get AB square equal to AC square plus this BC can be replaced with a AC. So AC square. Substitute this 1 and 2. BC replaced with a AC. From this you get AB square equals AC square plus AC square is called as 2 times AC square, hence proved. Another question. prove that the sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. Let us discuss that question again. Prove that the sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus. Consider a rhombus ABCD. Let ABCD be a rhombus. ABCD be a rhombus. And AC and BD are diagonals. AC and BD are its diagonals. What we want to prove? We need to prove that. The sum of the squares of the sides. Which are the sides? AB, BC, CD and DA are the sides. So, sum of the squares of the sides. Sum of the squares of the sides. Which are the sides? AB, BC, CD and DA. Look at this one. Sum of the squares of the sides is equal to sum of the squares of its diagonals. Sum of the squares of its diagonals. Which are the diagonals? AC and BD. So, AC square plus BD square. So, what we want to prove? AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square equal to AC square plus BD square. A very important question. We can apply the properties of a rhombus in this question. Since ABCD is a rhombus, we have ABCD is a rhombus. We have what about the sides of the rhombus? Rhombus is a parallelogram in which all sides are equal. We have AB equal to BC equal to CD equals DA. All sides are equal. This we can take it as equation number 1. Now, another property is that consider the diagonals. What the peculiarity of the diagonals of the rhombus? The diagonals bisect each other. Bisect means the length DO equal to OB and the length AO and then the AO equal to OC. This is what we mean with bisecting. Divides it into two equal parts. Above all, they bisect perpendicularly, means that each angle will be 90 degree. So actually, if you consider one triangle here with, let us consider triangle AOB alone. Triangle AOB. In triangle AOB, by the properties of the diagonals of the parallelogram, you can see that angle O equal to 90 degree. Angle O equals 90 degree. Therefore, we can apply Pythagoras theorem by Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, if this angle is 90 degree, what the Pythagoras theorem states? Hypotenuse, 90 opposite side is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse AB square equal to the base AO square plus the altitude BO square. So, AB square equals the base AB square equals the base AO square plus the altitude BO square. So, first equation is all the sides are equal. The second one is applying Pythagoras theorem in one triangle, any one triangle. AB square equal to AO square plus BO square. Now, what I am going to do, that equal to AO. AO is half of AC. Am I right? AO can be written as half of AC because diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other, plus BO can be written as half of the total length BD. Half of BD, the whole square therewith. This when expanded you get 1 by 4. 1 by 2 the whole square is 1 by 4 AC square plus 1 by 4 BD square. This is your left side AB square. Taking LCM you get 4 upon. Here comes with AC square plus BD square. and your left side is AB square. Now I am going to cross multiply. Cross multiplying we get 4AB square equals AC square plus BD square. Look at the RHS we want to prove. RHS we want to prove is AC square plus BD square, that we got. So what we want to do, we need to arrange the LHS alone. This 4AB square I am going to write this AB square plus AB square plus AB square plus AB square. This is what we call as 4AB square. And now your right side is AC square plus BD square. What we want to prove? AB square we want, AB square plus. The first is AB square, correct. Then second is BC square. This AB I can replace with BC because all the sides are equal. So the second AB I am going to replace with a BC. So BC square plus the third AB I am going to replace with CD. So CD square plus the fourth AB I am going to replace with a DA. DA square equals AC square plus BD square. Now look at the result. AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square equal to AC square plus BD square. Hence proved or thus proved. A very simple and interesting question. Just to apply or what we want to prove, that you need to write at first. Just to remember only two properties of a rhombus. One, all the sides are equal. Take it as equation number 1. And the second is diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other perpendicularly. Means that AO equals half of AC and BO equals half of BD. Since the angle is 90 degree, apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle AOB, you can prove the result.